Take 5, probably the last attempt at this. Hopefully. Hello, and welcome to W&J, home of uncommon integrity and, of course, a liberal arts education. If you're like me, you're probably wondering, what is liberal arts? What does it do? Does it make a noise? I don't know. So tonight I'm stepping out into campus, I'm gonna interview a bunch of students, see what they believe a liberal arts education is, what it does, how it affects them. So yeah, if you're interested, come along for the ride. I don't know, do what you want. So see you out there. Okay, Jordan Harris, take 1. Jordan, what do you think a liberal arts education is?
A liberal arts education is an education that develops well-rounded students who can go on in life knowing a lot about a lot of things. For instance, a bio major might be an expert in psychology or accounting, or vice versa, just to give you an example.
Yeah, fair example. Well, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. Do you have any other comments?
No.
Okay.
I personally don't like liberal arts education.
You could have said that. So, Andrew, what do you think a liberal arts education is?
We're gonna have to start over.
So, what do you believe a liberal arts education is?
Liberal arts education is a bunch of different classes and what they need to be looking at. That's for a more well-rounded student instead of just focusing on one aspect of your education.
Okay, thank you for your response. Do you have any other comments?
No.
Good. So, Harley, how do you feel about a liberal arts education?
I feel like at most schools it's very nice.
Well, how do you feel about it at this school?
Can I try again?
So, Harley, what do you think a liberal arts education is?
I think it's approaching learning, education, and academic fields with an idea of multidisciplinary approach. So taking the different strategies from different disciplines, whether it's biology, chemistry, history, poli-sci even, and just applying the different strategies in a unique and new way.
Perfect. Thank you for your response. My pursuit for better understanding what liberal arts education is was on hold for a second while I waited outside of Lauren Williams-Wiles' building for her to let me in. But she's my next interviewee, so ready, I'm gonna go. Lauren, take 1. So Lauren, what do you believe a liberal arts education is?
I believe a liberal arts education is where you get to have a major of your own, but you can broaden that and take different classes that don't really pertain to your major, but you can learn different perspectives and stuff of. Yeah.
And do you feel like since you've gone to a liberal arts college that you are better able to see from multiple sides, different perspectives, things of that nature?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I have a more understanding of just the world around me and being able to bounce back from my major and talk about other things. I feel more educated on different topics that I'm not used to doing.
Well, thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. Do you have any other comments?
No.
Okay, that's it. Cut. At this moment, I took a break to eat some chips, play with my camera in the mirror a little bit, because I was about to go on a mission to interview the most wanted person on this campus, Deb Grew from the Barista. Deb at the Barista, take 1. So Deb, what do you believe a liberal arts education is?
I'm not really for sure what that exactly means. If I had to take a stab at it, I would say that it's You know, liberal means free and arts, so I'm going to say that possibly you just kind of make up your own education type thing and take it where you want to go with it. Not really for sure on that. And I think that if that is what it is, it would work only if you're a very driven person and don't need a lot of guidance or questions or things like that.
So I'm assuming you know politics and you understand the difference between a conservative and a liberal. Do you think that feeds into anything sort of with liberal arts education? Do you think politics has anything to do with that? Thoughts on that?
Well, you know what? Anything that pertains to money and according to college tuitions and stuff, I am quite sure it's political, in my opinion,
Yeah.
simply because if it involves money, it involves politics.
So one more question. Do you think that most college-age students they lean more on the side of liberal or conservative? In your opinion, you've been here for a while, so I don't know, maybe you can...
I think it's kind of divided.
Yeah.
In my own opinion. I mean, there are some that are liberal and there are some that's very on the conservative. I come across a lot of students. I can't say that they're all liberal and they're
Yeah.
not all conservative.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of a nice mixture.
Well, okay. Thank you, Deb. Do you have any final comments for me? Anything?
Other than I just love you.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna say I'm in focus. I don't know, I'll find out later. But anyway, it's the next day now. I have a couple written responses that I wanted to read off to the camera. Just for those camera shy people, which was most people, so to be fair. So I asked one person, what do you think a liberal arts education is? And they said, a liberal arts education is a balanced education of humanities and STEM courses that allows students to become well-rounded in an ever-changing world. It's an opportunity to receive different outlooks on your world and make your own conclusions. So I asked the same question to one other person, and her response was, liberal arts means well-rounded. If you are getting a liberal arts education, it means you should gain knowledge from multiple disciplines. And that seemed to be the common answer among people. I heard a lot of people say well-rounded, sort of like a multifaceted view of the world. So that was important to note. Also, there's some people that didn't really even have a clue what liberal arts was. So that's sort of why I had to keep the interviews to 1 or 2 questions, because my other questions sort of, you had to have a background knowledge of what liberal arts was, and understand it quite a bit. So I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna say that's it. I hope you guys learned a few things. So yeah, thank you.